Coach, was it just a matter of how?
Yeah, listen, too many turnovers, too many penalties. Against a good football team, you just can't do that.
When you talk about the struggles offensively till the third quarter, be able to cross midfield, what Eagles did to cause that?
Yeah, so Vic does a nice job with that defense. They played well. They've got good players and good scheme, and they executed better than what we did. Coach better, starts with me, and they played better.
Coach, can you talk about the offensive line struggles and how defense got so many sacks on Mahomes?
Yeah, their defensive line did a nice job, and again, that happens in these games. The lines get magnified a little bit.
Coach, you had a chance for the three-peat. So this hurt more than you had a chance at the three-peat, and you were able to finish it off.
Yeah, listen, they all hurt. You get this far. You battled your tail off to get this far. Very, very hard to do. And it's we spent a lot of time doing this. It's not a hobby, right? So we're in it the whole way, and spent a lot of hours doing it as players, as coaches. So it's going to hurt. They all hurt when you get to this level, and these things happen. 3 feet aside or any of that stuff. That you get this far and you don't play as well as you want to. It hurts.
What did you see from Patrick in terms of his halftime? Why don't you think they work?
You had a question up first.
What did you see from Patrick in terms of his fight on the field and his leadership on the field?
Yeah, listen, he did a good job. The guys battled all the way to the end. Did some nice things at the end, but it was too late. Go ahead.
I was just asking, what adjustments did you try to make during halftime? Why don't you feel like they panned out as they were?
Yeah, we went a little no huddle. It didn't work as well as we wanted it to. So, yeah, that was one of the adjustments.
Coach, what happened with the running game versus the passing game? Kind of a lot more passing than runs.
Yeah, well, we got it down.
I know you got it.
Yeah, so we threw the ball probably more than we would want to going into the game, but I felt like it was important that we did that. Get back in.
Did you think the players felt any pressure with that possible three-peat?
Well, listen, I don't think so. I mean, it's hard playing in this. I mean, this is a tough game. It's best against the best, and so I think they're more focused on that than they are three-peats and all that stuff. That wasn't a big issue.
Travis to come back for next year, or is that one of those things you got to give him his space to make his own decision?
I'll let Travis make that decision on his own, man. He's given so much to this team and to the NFL, and been such a joy, not only for me to work with, but for people to watch. And so he knows he still has a lot of football left in him. I mean, you can see it. He always makes plays in the biggest moments. But it's if he wants to put in that grind, because it's a grind to go out there and play 20 games, whatever it is, and get to the Super Bowl. And he's done enough to be a gold jacket guy and first ballot Hall of Famer. But I know he still has love for the game, and he'll get to spend some time with his family and make that decision on his own. But I mean, he knows he'll come back here with welcome arms. We love that guy.
Reaction to this?
Hats off to the Eagles, man. They got after us, all 3 phases.
What was the difference in the game, do you think, at the end of the day?
Couldn't get it going offensively. I mean, they just got after us on all 3 phases, and then on top of that, turnovers, penalties, playing behind the sticks on offense is just drop passes, not taking advantage of, the play call and executing. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. You don't lose like that without everything going bad. So
you were very emotional going to some of those guys.
What's that? What's most shocking about this type of performance? That we haven't played that bad all year.
Did they do anything that surprised you guys at all or cut your start?
Normally you guys can turn it around.
I know you talked about that before in these games. We're trying to keep everyone going to the sidelines. A little difficult today.
I mean, just couldn't find that spark, couldn't find that momentum.
So the point at which you kind of were going through the game, so many times you guys have been able to turn it around, Travis. Is there a point where you just knew that today you were going to be able to find that plug?
I mean, this team is going to fight till the end forever, and you saw that even with the score late. We're always going to fight.
You talked to some of those guys over there and kind of found the guys you wanted to talk to. What was your message to them?
Congratulations.
I feel like at halftime it was totally within reach.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, never lose doubt. never lose faith, in, especially at half.
Travis, the pressure, how
The
much
team doesn't have to blitz, Travis, and they can just keep 7 back. Just how difficult is that to sort of run your concepts the way you want when the other team's getting pressure with 4 just about every time?
I think there was a lot of things going wrong. Can't just say that it was just the O-line or anything like that. I think it was accumulated of everything, not really going our way today.
What was Coach's message to you guys afterwards?
Yeah, this one's gonna hurt. Let it hurt and figure out how to get better because of it. Have a good one.
Thanks, Travis.
The Kansas City Chiefs fell short of winning their 3rd Super Bowl in a row, losing 22-40 to the Philadelphia Eagles. As such, the Chiefs' tight end, Travis Kelce, and girlfriend Taylor Swift had no kiss or celebration on the field, but they did meet after the game. Kelce was filmed going to his suite, where Swift watched the game with his family and friends, including Ice Spice and the Hyam sisters. Reporter posted footage, tweeting, Travis Kelce arrived at Taylor Swift's box to accompany the blonde out of the stadium, after losing the Super Bowl 59. 5 minutes later, he added that there was a plan to get Taylor Swift out of the stadium. Entertainment Tonight also shared footage of Kelce going to his suite to meet Swift and his loved ones. Unsurprisingly, given the Chiefs' loss, Swift and Kelce chose to keep their initial reunion private. Kelce gave an interview to reporters post-game where he was understandably down about the outcome. Travis Kelce couldn't fight the alchemy the Philadelphia Eagles brought to the Super Bowl. After the Kansas City Chiefs were bested by the Eagles at Caesars Superdome in New Orleans February 9 alongside his teammates, including the team's quarterback Patrick Mahomes, he reflected on their disappointing loss. They got after us, Travis told reporters after the game in a video shared to X. All 3 phases. Couldn't get it going offensively. He added of what went wrong, there's a lot that went into it. You don't lose like that without everything going bad. Indeed, it was a difficult first half for the Chiefs, who earned the trophy the past 2 years, as they ended the second quarter with 0-17. While the Eagles remained in the lead, the Chiefs earned 6 points in the third. However, the Philadelphia team ultimately reigned victorious at the end, with a final score of 22-0. As for the most shocking part of the loss, Travis solemnly noted, "We haven't played that bad all year." An upset Travis promptly cut the interview short before he could answer any questions about girlfriend Taylor Swift's support from the stands. Nevertheless, the 35-year-old gave some credit to his girlfriend Taylor for having a little something to do with successfully getting the NFL team to the Super Bowl in the first place ahead of the big game. "We both love to manifest things," he said during a recent press conference, "and you can't say it's not real, because we're here, right?" Whatever she was doing, I'm sure it helped. As for what Taylor may have done to will the Chiefs' big accomplishment into the universe, she altered the choreography of her song, Midnight Rain, to include a mimed football pass and touchdown at the New Orleans stop of her Eras tour in October. "For me not being able to be here supporting her during those weeks," Travis noted of the Cruel Summer singer's stunt, "it made me feel like I was there." In fact, he shared just 1 day later that the Taylor was a big source of inspiration during his journey to the big game. "I better hold up my end of the bargain, right?" Travis told reporters during the Super Bowl's opening night conference. "If she's out here being the superstar she is, never taking no for an answer, and always working her tail off, I better match that energy, for sure." And though he didn't get the pleasure of playing face-to-face with his brother Jason Kelce, who served as the Eagles center before retiring last March, this year, he reminisced about the first time they played against each other at the 2023 Super Bowl. "Of course, I wish Jason was out there. Being at the mountaintop with your brother is something special that I'll never forget," the NFL athlete continued. "I wished he would have played another year, but he's very content with where he's at in life right now." At Super Bowl 59, Taylor Swift faced a chorus of boos from a stadium packed with Philadelphia Eagles supporters while she was there rooting for her partner, Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce. Amidst the hostile reception, Taylor's retort to the camera catching her off guard in her plush VIP spot next to Ice Spice and Hyam was simply, "What's going on?" Despite looking somewhat uneasy among the stands, Taylor remained unfazed by the jeers. The "look what you made me do" singer's fans were quick to rally around her, as one commented, "I don't care who wins or loses today, my biggest hope is that everyone has fun and Taylor Swift ruins the day of men who hate her." Another vented their outrage, stating, "That stadium cheered for Trump but booed Taylor Swift? Just abolish the whole sport." Meanwhile, an additional fan lambasted the negative crowd reaction, booing Taylor Swift as if she's playing on the field against your team, even though she's just sitting there looking pretty, is loser behavior. Throughout it all, Taylor managed to send a subtle nod to her beau through her choice of attire, sporting a chic white double-breasted blazer, pristine white shirt, skyscraping thigh-high white leather boots, accented with blue shorts and a bold red handbag, as she took her place amidst the exclusive VIP surroundings, reports The Express. Aside from red and white being the Chiefs' colors, Taylor may have had an additional motive for donning white. According to Sports Illustrated, teams sporting white jerseys in the Super Bowl have traditionally had a higher likelihood of victory. The publication noted that 16 out of the last 20 winners were clad in white jerseys. The Chiefs themselves wore white in their 2023 victory, although they managed to clinch the win while wearing red in 2024. While Taylor Swift is no stranger to initial jewelry, but the pop star's latest take on the trend is helping to usher in a new era for the accessory. Swift attended the 2025 Super Bowl on Sunday, February 9th, wearing a thigh chain as a necklace. She paired the jewelry with a white blazer and tank top, matching knee-high boots, and her signature red lip. The necklace features ruby heart stones and a glittery T initial that could stand for Taylor or her boyfriend Travis Kelce. According to People, the accessory was custom designed by Swift in collaboration with the star's stylist Joseph Castle and famed jeweler Lorraine Schwartz. Earlier, at the 2025 Grammys on Sunday, February 2nd, the musician donned the same initial necklace hanging on her thigh. The beaded chain was situated on Swift's upper left leg, peeking out ever so slightly beneath her Vivienne Westwood dress's sky-high slit. Swift's micro frock was adorned with sequin embellishments and featured a statement Chiefs red color that fans speculated was also a nod to Kelce's team. During the Grammys, Swifties, ever the internet sleuths, immediately drew comparisons between the thigh necklace and lyrics from Swift's Grammy-nominated album, The Tortured Poets Department. In the song Guilty as Sin, she sings, "What if he's written mine on my upper thigh, only in my mind?" Admittedly, the whole thing felt very Troy Gabriella coded from High School Musical 2, which the internet reliably depicted in memes. But for fashion girlies, like myself, Swift's thigh chain inspired a different kind of speculation beyond just her boyfriend, including whether or not the star might have just soft-launched a new category of personalized jewelry, and by extension, spring's biggest fashion trend. Body chains and initial jewelry certainly aren't new, but when reimagined together, they offer a whole new approach. You can don the initials of your own name or pay homage to your partner, all while concealing the jewelry beneath your everyday clothes, choosing to playfully tease the accessory like Swift did at the Grammys, or reworking it later as a necklace like she did at the Super Bowl. While the pop star's necklace is custom-made, there are ways to recreate her look before the thigh chain trend takes off on TikTok. Ahead, I rounded up similar variations of Swift's body chain, with everything from chain belts to lengthy belly chains, initial hand chains, and more. Taylor Swift and Jay-Z had a shared moment of celebration during the 2025 Grammy Awards after Beyoncé's major win. Swift, 35, was the one who presented the Texas Hold''em singer with the award, which Beyoncé won in the Best Country Album category. Beyoncé released Cowboy Carter in March 2024 as her very first country album. She picked up several nominations heading into the 67th Annual Awards show on Sunday, February 2nd, for the project. After presenting the trophy, the Cruel Summer songstress was spotted giving a big hug to Beyoncé's husband and spent some time chatting with him. A source exclusively tells Parade, the pop superstar was also seen talking with Blue Ivy, Beyoncé and Jay-Z's oldest child, during a commercial break. As seen in photos and videos that later surfaced online amid the Sunday ceremony, the Recording Academy announced late last week that Swift would be presenting an award during the ceremony for her first time in 10 years. In addition to Swift's role as one of the evening's presenters, she was nominated for 6 awards of her own. Beyoncé arrived at this year's Grammys with 11 nominations. Prior to her Best Country Album win, she also picked up a trophy in the Best Country Duo/Group Performance category for her song, Two Most Wanted, featuring Miley Cyrus. Beyoncé, who had 32 Grammys prior to Sunday's show, seemed genuinely stunned when Swift announced her name while presenting the Best Country Album trophy. After taking a moment to absorb the win, she made her way on stage and admitted to those in attendance and viewers watching from afar that she really was not expecting the award. "I just want to encourage people to do what they're passionate about, and to stay persistent," the single ladies hitmaker said in part before thanking the Recording Academy so much for this honor. Taylor Swift may have struck out in her bid for the top Grammy Award on Sunday, but is earning some praise for the grace she showed in defeat, while boyfriend Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs are going for a three-peat next week, seeking an NFL record third title in a row. Swift was aiming for back-to-back wins in the Album of the Year category. Swift took home the award at last year's ceremony for her Midnights album and was nominated again this year for the double album, The Tortured Poets Department, but lost to Beyoncé for Cowboy Carter. It was the first career album of the year honor for Beyoncé, and Swift made sure to celebrate her fellow star. A video shared on X by BuzzFeed editorial director Spencer Althouse showed Swift toasting Jay-Z as his wife went on stage to accept the award. The gesture earned some big praise from fans. "She's genuinely happy for other people. That's why she succeeds in life," one person shared in a post on X. "Great sportsmanship," wrote another. Others thought Swift was deserving of the award. "Even if she was gracious in defeat, she's always supporting other artists around her. She was robbed tonight," a fan shared on X. It may not have been an easy night for Swift, who was nominated for 6 awards and went home empty-handed in all of them. The singer still has 14 total awards throughout her career, including 4 Album of the Year trophies, the most all-time. Swift will have plenty more time in the spotlight in the coming week as Kelce and the Chiefs prepare to take on the Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl next Sunday. Taylor Swift has reportedly been plotting her Super Bowl plans for months in the hope Travis Kelce and the Kansas City Chiefs reached the big game in New Orleans, and they are set to feature Blake Lively, according to a report. The pop sensation watched on from her VIP suite at Arrowhead Stadium Sunday as her NFL beau and the Chiefs punched their ticket to the Super Bowl for a third straight year with a 32-29 AFC Championship win against the Buffalo Bills. And, just like last year's NFL season finale in Las Vegas, the anti-hero hitmaker reportedly intends to be cheering on the tight end inside the Big Easy Caesars Superdome, alongside her star-studded posse of A-list pals, and those famous faces are set to include Lively and Ryan Reynolds despite the ongoing drama surrounding the actress's legal battle with It Ends With Us co-star and filmmaker Justin Baldoni, according to a report from the sun.in fact, that has long been the songstress's intention to have Lively and company by her side, the report claimed. Swift, who has been dating Chiefs star Kelce for over 18 months, is said to have told her famous friends to save the date long before Kansas City sealed their spot. Chiefs Kingdom is set to have inherited a number of new famous members as, in addition to Lively and Reynolds, Swift reportedly also intends to bring along Ice Spice, Sabrina Carpenter, and Selena Gomez and her fiancé Benny Blanco to the Festival of Football down in New Orleans. This has been a conversation since the beginning of the season, an insider told The Sun. But now Travis and the Chiefs have reached the Super Bowl. It's time to get the preparations for the big game started. Swift and Kelce are said to have begun discussions over their game day plans with Hollywood couple Lively and Reynolds months ago over a double date. The actress and Fortnite singer have long been close friends, and now Kelce and Reynolds are said to have bonded as the NFL star's romance with Swift has continued to blossom. Kelce has been invited to watch Reynolds' soccer team, Wrexham, while the Deadpool actor's co-owner and Philadelphia native Rob McElhenney is said to have a close relationship with Kelce's brother Jason. Blake and Ryan have been talking with Taylor and Travis about it when they spent days together a couple of months ago, and they told them not to book anything for that time of the year and to get ready to go to New Orleans at the beginning of the year, the source said. Back in October, Swift and Kelce enjoyed an intimate double-date night with best pals Lively and Reynolds. The A-list foursome was spotted arriving at Hotspot, the corner store in the Soho neighborhood of New York City, with Kelce and Swift packing on the PDA as they strutted hand-in-hand to the in-demand Manhattan joint. However, doubt had been cast over the state of Lively and Swift's friendship after the pop sensation was said to be taking a step back amid the actress's legal feud with Baldoni. The singer was believed to be removing herself from the situation after feeling like she was used as an intimidation tactic by the actress in a lawsuit she never wanted to be embroiled in. Swift was dragged into the explosive legal feud between Lively and Baldoni when he claimed his co-star used Swift to intimidate him at a meeting with her husband Reynolds about edits she had made to a rooftop scene in their film. It ends with us, in his $400 million lawsuit, filed earlier this month, Baldoni said. Swift showed up and made him feel like he needed to comply with Blake's direction for the script. Lively later appeared to threaten Baldoni by comparing herself to Game of Thrones character Khaleesi in a series of text messages in which she referred to Reynolds and her best friend as her dragons. But now, Swift has seemingly put any rumor of drama behind her and has firmly switched her focus to the Super Bowl and boyfriend Kelce amid the Chiefs' quest for a historic three-peat.